Aloha everybody and happy May! Woohoo! Here in Montana, all the blossoms are coming out, all the leaves are budding out. It's so wonderful to have this life coming back in such full, lush expression after the rigorous winter stripping back, at least that we experience up here in the north. And from this same place, what I wanted to ask you about today, I'm sure many of you share a similar interest of mine in quantum physics and in what does it mean to embody a new perspective and a new reality? What does it mean to actually open up into what can be as a current experience right now, such that you can ground it in your own world, your own life, your family's life, your community's life, where you literally do become the medicine. You become part of the solution instead of continuing the problem. So I remember reading The Tao of Physics when I was a teenager, The Turning Point by Fritjof Capra, basically looking at these large metacycles that we're all experiencing right now. Reading The Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot, looking at this whole idea of the explicate and the implicate order, basically that there's a outpicturing that we take as real, but in reality, the interior, the thing that's the shining out, is the real thing. All religious traditions have described this. And as we bring our modern metaphors into it, as science is beginning to meet mysticism and realize they're basically talking about the same thing, but from a very different place, but in essence the same essential quality, which is the level of responsibility and potency we have and where we choose to place our awareness and what we choose to bring forth with how we use that awareness. So this is my question for myself and for you guys, because even if you're drawn to watch this video, I'm betting there's a good shot you've been engaged with these questions a long time yourself. How do you bring forth a new culture? How do you be love in action in your life? How do you break free of the ancestral programming of limitation and lack, of the idea that we have to fight, of the idea that if we hoard all the resources for ourselves, letting other people starve, letting other people suffer, that somehow is how it has to be? As opposed to seeing that the more we share, the more we receive, the more we give, the more we have, the more we open, the more we allow ourselves to be part of the flow, the more the flow flows through us and gives to others. None of this is news. I mean, this is, seriously, look at any religious tradition. This is inside of it. But what the news seems to be is that science is meeting up with it, and the desperate need of us to step forward and to be this new change. So this is really, for my question for myself and for you guys, is what limiting beliefs are just asking to be busted out of your life so that you can blossom forth like these wonderful spring apple blossoms, and you can bring your inner gifts, your inner light, your inner wonderings, your contributions. How can you blossom? What needs to be removed? What limitations that you've inherited? It's just simply time to see through them and to allow the new possibility to anchor. I was listening to a book on tape yesterday, and one of the things they were talking about is when Copernicus brought in the idea that the sun was the center of our solar system, not Earth. And what a huge, really incomprehensible shift in the time in that day to completely have to update your concepts, right? It seems to me we're in a similar level of where we have to turn from these negative beliefs. We have to turn from the idea of isolation. We have to turn from the ideas that women are inferior, that love is inferior, that might makes right. We have to turn away from seeing violence as the solution. And we need to look into our own hearts. We need to look into our spirits to see what is calling to come forth. And then have the courage to embody that. So I know for me, the words I use for myself is to know what I know. To let myself actually know what I have seen to be true, and then to apply it, to build on it, to genuinely see it as a better operating model, and to move towards it with my whole being. Commit. Commit to being love in action, to my best ability, knowing that I'll fumble, knowing that I'll stumble, but knowing also that it's part of the process. So I know I'm going to spend May looking at what beliefs in my structure need to be updated. It's an ongoing process, of course, but there's certain times where the mega update, so this blossoming, this beauty can come forth. So that's my question for you guys this month. What's it going to take? What's it going to take to embody love in action in your life? what's it gonna take for you to know what you know and to be it through and through, and to share it with those that you love around you, and to be a source of light and a pillar for new possibilities in your own life, in your family, in your community. So wishing you guys so much love and aloha. And as always, you can reach me at jenniferlfreeman.com. And here's to all of us listening to and embodying that clear, still, brilliant voice of love.